It was supposed to be a routine work trip. One night in a high-end hotel, nothing out of the ordinary. But that night, something happened in the room that I still can't explain. And to this day, I make sure never to sleep with my back facing the room. Honestly, I try to forget about it, but some memories don't stay buried. This happened a few years back, when my manager and I had to make a work trip to Batam. I was helping out at one of the local farms on a contract project, and the job ended late, far later than we had expected. By the time we had wrapped up, the last flight back to LA was long gone. So my manager and I decided to book a hotel for the night. We found a place called the Harbor Heights Executive, a well-rated hotel just a short drive away. The name's been changed for anonymity, but it was one of those upscale business hotels. Glossy on the outside, but oddly lifeless once you were inside. We had only paid for a standard twin room, but we were upgraded to a suite. A larger corner unit with 2 bedrooms, a cozy living area, and a small kitchen. The view was beautiful, looking out over a few tennis courts and a stretch of forest further beyond the hotel grounds. We each took a bedroom and called it a night. Mine was clean, comfortable, but cold in that impersonal hotel kind of way. I lay down on the bed, exhausted from the day's labor, and turned onto my side, and that's when I felt it. The bed shifted, not in a creaky, settling kind of way. It pressed down behind me, as if someone had settled in beside me. I froze in fear. I didn't say a word, didn't move. I tried to tell myself it was my imagination, that I was just overtired. I even told myself maybe the bed was reacting to my weight, but then the pressure moved. It lifted slightly, then dropped back down, closer to the center of the bed. Then again, near the foot of the mattress. It felt like someone was crawling around the bed, slowly, intentionally. But I knew for a fact that there was no one else in that room, and I never heard the door open. No footsteps or creaking floorboards. Just the weight on the bed, and that presence. I was too terrified to open my eyes. I knew if I saw something, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I lay there with my eyes clamped shut, silently praying. Over and over again, I repeated the same words in my head, begging for it to stop. Eventually, I passed out. I don't know how. My body just gave out. When I woke up the next morning, everything looked normal. No signs of movement, no indentations on the mattress. Just sunlight pouring in through the blinds. At breakfast, I asked my manager how he'd slept. He smiled and said it was one of the best nights he'd had in weeks. I didn't say anything after that, but I've never forgotten what happened. I know what I felt. Something was in that room. Something climbed onto that bed. And I don't think it was ever meant to be seen. I haven't returned to Batam since, and I've made a habit of checking the beds before I sleep, no matter where I go. Because some hotels carry more than guests. And sometimes, they give you a room that was never vacant in the first place. If you like the story, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This really helps us out.